and that was in evidence of fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans.
Set to kick off.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down throw for Prescott. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score, Jaguars 7, Titans nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
Prescott's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. It's not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Gain of 13 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Prescott now from the 50. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Play action now. Prescott. And this one's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And it's third down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive. But right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Is good.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. Job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
57 to mine. 57 to mine. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. What's the win?
2nd down. Here's Eason. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. It's a gain.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas. 18, right here. Mike 20, Mike 20. Curry. And go Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Strip the ball.
From the gun is Eason. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. One more time with Lindsey. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Phillip Lindsey His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Jaguars 10, Titans 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
It's second down.
To try again after the sack. Prescott, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
First down, Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Over first and 10.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
First and 10, Eason. Looking deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would could guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Tackled at the 46.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Eason. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry for Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. First down, Lindsey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 21-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Eason. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Hey.
Operating from the gun. Eason completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get off the field.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Down at his 49.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender will.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
4-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Eason. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Titans 21, Jaguars 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 10.
They go play action with Eason. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Jaguars, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.